What's up, guys? So here we are with another charge point video, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the weekend. We have a major bullish catalyst that just came up for charge point. If you guys have been following my channel for some time, you know how I was talking about the infrastructure bill getting passed, and it was finally passed. So all of these EV stocks, okay, these EV charging stocks are soaring pre-market right now. Okay, so if we take a look here, it doesn't really show it on TradingView, but it is currently up during the pre-market. So I want to kind of give you guys a quick update. So if we take a look here, we head over to Google, we can see how much these stocks are, or actually let's go to Yahoo Finance, a little bit easier. Okay, so we can see here ChargePoint is up. Okay, they're up 7%. I'm currently also looking at my phone right now on the Webull. Volta's up 15%. Okay, EV goes up 11%. Blink Charging's up 7%. So all of these EV stocks have been pumping. So we're going to talk a lot about that in this video. Before I get into the video, guys, I want you guys to be sure to check out Webull. Okay, guys, Webull is an awesome alternative to Robinhood where you can trade stocks and crypto. You get 2 free stocks when you open your Webull account using a link in the description below. You get your first stock when you open a brokerage account, and you get your second direct deposit any amount, guys. You can buy, sell Bitcoin, Shiba Inu, Ethereum. You can also buy and sell stocks as well, and they have fractional shares. Really nice charting software. I like it a little bit more than Robinhood. Okay, guys, let's get basically into the main news. So, okay, so here we are. So as you can see here, the article, it simply says Congress passes $1.2 trillion bipartisan bill. And what we're interested in here, okay, so this was a, $1.2 trillion bill. What we're interested in is this right here, okay? So as you can see here, it says 7.5 billion going to build a nation network of plug-in electric vehicle chargers. So this is basically the main caveat, okay? $7.5 billion going into spending. A lot of companies are going to benefit from this, but I expect the bulk of the money that is going to be going to ChargePoint, since they have the biggest footprint in the United States. And I believe Joe Biden only met with ChargePoint out of all the EV charging companies. So if we take a look back here at the stock, we can see a lot of people are jumping in on this. It's just pre-market. It's only been open for about an hour, and the stock's already up 7%. So I expect the volume to be increasingly big. So for you guys that have been following me on Twitter, guys, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, because I do tweet out quite a bit during pre-market and during the market hours as much as possible, even sometimes after hours, okay? So I talked about how I ended up buying a couple of call options expiring at the end of this week for ChargePoint. I'm also long ChargePoint shares. It's one of my top 3 holdings. So like I said, guys, I've always been long on this company, okay? If we take a look here, it hasn't been so pretty year to date, so it's been a rough ride, but over the course of ChargePoint's existence, you know, you're still up 154%, so I'm more than happy with what's going on, and I saw this dip here as a nice buying opportunity, so I simply went in here, bought up a few more shares, added to my position. Now, ChargePoint probably makes up I would say just over 10% of my portfolio, and it's definitely, I think, an excellent long-term hold. This is the picks and shovels play on the EV market. So while we're seeing Tesla sell off due to Elon Musk tweets, we're seeing a lot of the other EV makers go down, like Lucid's going down as I last checked. This is a way to kind of play the overall broad market. So we're really not exactly sure who's going to be the top selling EV. I think Tesla and Lucid will battle it out, and then a few other players will come in and fight for market share. But ultimately, ChargePoint, I think, is one of the safest plays out there. It's going to be backed by the government. It's going to get a good amount of this funding. So, you know, I don't want to obviously guess how much money they're going to receive from this package, but assuming they have a 70% footprint, if we were just to do quick math here, that means that ChargePoint could be receiving around $4 to $7 billion perhaps of that funding, assuming that they have 70% of the U.S. market share. And this is currently a stock that's only an $8 billion market cap, okay? So this is a very, very small company. You know, EV companies like Lucid are much bigger. Tesla's much bigger. So this stock definitely has a long way to run, and I think it's really, really undervalued, okay? And also another catalyst is earnings is coming up, okay? So earnings is coming up in a few days. I expect earnings to be pretty good. They've basically, you know, just been increasing revenue steadily, other than a few small dips here and there. revenue continues to crank up, and that's what we're looking at here. So 61 million, 92 million, 144, 146. So 4 straight consecutive years of revenue growth. A lot of bullish momentum coming in from this infrastructure bill. Joe Biden will sign this bill. This will be passed into federal law, and you're going to start to see a lot of these funds allocated throughout this decade. So I think this is wonderful news for the EV charging industry as a whole. I think ChargePoint's my favorite play. Now, there are some other plays, okay, as I mentioned earlier. We've got things like EVgo, Volta. Some of these companies have a smaller market cap, so perhaps there might be more short-term upside, but I think long run, I think the cream of the crop is going to rise. So I think ChargePoint is definitely probably the safest, most conservative bet, and they have the largest footprint, great management. They've been an early mover in the EV charging market. They got started 10 years ago. So all systems look good for me. So I just kind of wanted to just give you guys a quick update. I'm going to also be tweeting out and perhaps do a new video. I really expect these EV charging stocks to really soar, okay? A lot of that money that was being poured into Tesla last week and Lucid last week, I think a lot of that's going to end up in some of these companies. ChargePoint's going to be a big winner. So now what we're basically looking for is we're looking at 2 key resistance levels, okay? $36 and $42. So I actually ended up holding past this key resistance. I probably should have sold, and then I could have literally bought back again and doubled my position, but I'm such a long-term holder on this, and me being a Bitcoiner myself, it's just so stressful for me sometimes to try to get in and out of the market. Obviously, if you can time it perfectly, if you can buy bottoms and sell tops, then more power to you. But for me, I'm more of a kind of a buy and hold, especially when it comes to things like ChargePoint, Lucid, Bitcoin. These are just these are the leaders of their industry. So Bitcoin's the leader of the crypto industry. ChargePoint's the leader of the EV charging industry. And in my opinion, Lucid is the leader of the luxury EV market. So when I buy into companies or assets like these, I don't try to time in and out. I just buy and hold because I know, a year, 3, 4, 5 years from now, people are going to be, ready to spend up big money for these companies and these assets because they're sought after, and they're going to be just raking in the dough when it comes to Lucid and ChargePoint. And Bitcoin is going to be the global reserve currency. So like I said, I use a buy and hold strategy. If you guys out there can make money buying bottoms and selling tops, more power to you. If you're more conservative like me, you don't like trading in and out of stocks to trigger capital gains and stuff like that, you can consider options. Okay, I actually bought some, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I bought some call options on this stock. I don't ever put too much into call options. Okay, I'm very conservative. I never put more than like 1 or 2% of my portfolio in, because if you guys use leverage and you guys are wrong, unless you're using like a straddle where you're buying a call and a put at the same time. If you buy a call and the stock tanks, you can really wipe out your trading account. And I've wiped out a few trading accounts just trading options. So for me, it's just a supplementary strategy. My main strategy is just long good companies and good assets. Okay, guys, so that's all I got until now. Really, really bullish catalyst, guys. Really exciting news. If you guys enjoy my content, be sure to smash the red subscribe button, smash the like button as well. Let me know what you guys are doing with ChargePoint, some of these other EV stocks, and let me know what you guys are doing in the comments. So until next time, guys, take care.